Oh, a woman, power and mobility. Yeah. Well, woman, power and mobility. Well, woman, power and mobility. Well, putting woman in the driver's seat. Oh, we are putting women in the driver's seat. Well, we are putting women in the driver's seat. We are putting women in the driver's seat. Handi gati bochi driver ichi no chacho ichi. Chakuti matimbai achiwana transportation variku kumbaruva. Variko kumaruva. Well, there is woman, power, and mobility. Yeah. There is woman, power, and mobility. Yes, mobility. Putting women in the driver's seat. Yes, we are putting women in the driver's seat. Quantimati my import driver. Quantimati my import driver. She know it. Janti Jakasar, je guti manaku musana. Toti kusuka pamusoro. Toti chime futi mumba. Imika. Well, yeah. Kodai so jala varbo tight. Kana dafa tapinda muguva. Dona muzo ziva. Kutirime ramai udwa. Haive manyepo. Avavengi. Find it to me that my people. Yeah. Okana dafa tapinda muguva. Ondona muzoziva. Kutirime ramai udwa. Haive manyepo. Haive manyepo. Haive manyepo. Women, power and mobility. There is woman. There is power and mobility. Yeah. Well, we are saying woman, power and mobility. Yes, mobility. Cause there is woman, power and mobility. And mobility. Well, we are saying putting women in the driver's seat. Hanzi is a mutimai, pasitire kushi driver. Mutimai we kumarula. Haisi kano, hanzi anotika pamsoro. Agoti anobereka kumasana. Anotakura mukwende. Kuti kamana haba. Well, putting women in the driver's seat. We are putting women in the handy driver. You a driver. Chinchamakia, driver. Are you ready to be put in the driver's seat? Because we're about to take over. And you need to be ready. Well, putting women in the driver's seat. Well, you have to drive. They need to drive and transform and change all the stereotypes. They we need to change. We need to change. It starts from you and me, you and me, you and me. All right, say it. This is the sound check. The program has not yet started, but I'm just keeping you entertained until we start. My performance is right at the end, but I feel that you cannot just sit. You know, let me... I'm not longing to see you, know how you've been doing for the young girl. I'm not playing any game, cause as soon as I get home, it's gonna be fine. Longing to see you, or trying to keep it alive. Or just to say hello, my dear, are you fine? It's not playing any game for woman power. Yeah. And when push comes to shove, everybody's gonna put the blame on me. Yeah, well, when push comes to shove, everybody's gonna put the blame on me. You dance for your life in the morning and every night. You dance for your life and you'll be satisfied. Put your dance for your life. Oh yeah, everybody's gonna put, as the champion of blame night, they're gonna give us the blame. If you don't make a change, what you need is to make a change. This comes to show, everybody's gonna put the blame on me, the blame on me. Oh, yeah. Are you ready to have one love? Yeah, this is from the late Bob Marley. Because we have to have one love to achieve all that you want to achieve. This cannot be achieved with one love. Well, one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, what about the one heart? What about yes and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Oh, let them all pass their dirty remarks. There is one question I would really wanna ask. Is there a place for the heartless sinner who has let all mankind just to save his own. Believe me, one love. Well, what about the one heart? What about let's get together and feel alright? As it was in the beginning, one love. Shall it be in the end? Alright, praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Oh, singing, let's get together and feel alright. Oh, let them opens the holy Armageddon. Cause when the men come, there will be no doom. Is there a place for the heartless sinners who has left all mankind just to save his own? Believe me, one love. What about the one heart? Well, what about let's get together and feel alright? One love, cause I say so. Alright, thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. He was someone who sang consciousness. So I'm just waiting to be removed here. And we don't have to worry about anything. Especially today, also celebrating the International Women's Day. Don't worry. Are you ready not to worry? I'm gonna feel you there. Think it's gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Oh, don't worry, or rise to the rising sun. 3 little birds sit down my doorstep, was singing sweet songs, over them pure and true. Oh, singing, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Yes, sir. Oh, don't worry about a thing, cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I'll rise up each morning, I'll rise to the rising sun. 3 little birds sit down my doorstep, singing sweet songs, over them pure and pure, while singing, oh, this is my message to you. Oh, baby, don't worry about a thing, cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Baby, don't worry about a thing, cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I'm just taking you way back in time, waiting for the program to start. Yeah. And no sunshine. I think you remember that one. Yeah. and no sunshine when she's gone. Yeah, and no sunshine when she's gone. When she's gone too long, anytime she goes away. Wondering if she's gonna stay. Well, I'm wondering if she's gonna stay, yeah. And no sunshine when she's gone. When she's gone too long, anytime she goes away. Yeah, yeah. I say, I know, I know, I know. But I know, I know, I know. Oh, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know. Hey, baby, it's time. I know sunshine. Oh, when she's gone. So there's no sunshine when the woman is gone. Can you feel that? And no sunshine when she's gone. When the good old woman is gone, there's no sunshine when she's gone. When she's gone too long, anytime she goes away. 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 Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. She goes away. She goes away. You won't find this sunshine. Celebrating a woman, she's late. Sometimes it's right, but sometimes it's wrong. But for every week, someone must win. By the counterpoint, you win and say, yeah, yeah, say, shoot, 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 baby, shoot, 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 baby, shoot, 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 baby. Well, can't you laugh? Shoot, baby, shoot, 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 baby, my love, shoot, baby. Sometimes you laugh, how about sometimes you cry? Life never did again. Everything's alright. But when you go pray, oh, wish you well, you will find the point. You will accept, yeah, yeah, I say, shoot, 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 baby, shoot, 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 baby, shoot, shoot, shoot. All I wanna hear you is say, shoot, baby, shoot, 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 baby, shoot, 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 baby, my love, shoot, baby. Oh, hearts are often broken when it was broken. Give it to God, and in when you look inside yourself and need a time, and you know I can let go. When you look inside yourself, sometimes you lie, and sometimes you cry. Life never tells it everything's alright. But when I go pray, who wish me well, I will find a point. This is a rural woman, right? Finding a point when someone, you know, when you have friends, who shoot, shoot, for the fun of it. Do you remember Cool and the... Oh, that's not the one. Put in mistake. Do you remember this one? The Cool and the Gang. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get down on it. Yes, sir. Well, yeah. When you walk on, get down on it. Thank you so much. The program is about to start. Was just keeping you company. Good evening, everyone. People are tired, people are bored. All right. Okay. All right. My name is Ngoma, and I'm with Rose. Rose is from Pachoto Band. So basically, Pachoto music is a group of young women from different communities. The idea behind the group is we want to celebrate women as much as we can. So I don't have much time. So the first song that I'm going to do is called Basaguru. It's about celebrating women. Pakubereka, pakutakura mimba, kushika pakushara. Thank you so much.
technical issues, I guess. I'm waiting to do sound check. Thank you. This is to all mothers. also, as we work with communities, we realize that there's so much gender-based violence in churches. And women are so afraid to talk about it. Sometimes she's a pastor, she's a leader in the church, and you can't talk about abuse because you're scared. But what are people going to say? What is the congregation going to say? So sometimes leaders are afraid to talk about abuse. So this is our last song. It's called Mindfulness. Thank you. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, there's no time. From here to, you're going to say power, and then from here to here, you're going to say women. So it's women, power, mobility. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Women, power, mobility. Thank you so much. Good evening and welcome to our Women, Power and Mobility exhibiting opening night under the theme, Putting Women in the Driver's Seat. We are pleased to have you here tonight. I would like to welcome all our distinguished guests. Mr. Arthur Mudarikwa, Minister of Youth, Sport and Culture Acting Deputy Director. The Ambassador of Switzerland, His Excellency Stephanie Ray. Ms. Susan Cash from Australian Embassy. Tinashe from UN Women. We would pardon our partners, Mobility Africa, the director Shanta. We would like to express our sincere appreciation to all of you who generously helped us to make this exhibition a success. Nhaka Gallery is a non-profit organization that seeks to nurture the new generation of the artists in Zimbabwe. We are continuing the legacy of Helen and Derek. Helen and Derek started running their art legacy in 1965. They have been focusing on pushing
the visual art sector in Zimbabwe. And when they passed away last year, we said, no, this is not just going to die with them. Their vision, their dream was to make sure that their legacy will continue running and pushing the visual art sector in Zimbabwe. Wherever they are right now, they are happy to see us here pushing the vision that they started in 1965. We are all gathered. Thank you so much. We are all gathered here for an exhibition that will take you to an immersive journey in the way that women experience Thank you so much. Enjoy the exhibition.
Thank you very much, Madam Director. That was Madam Helen. I think the people that are saying power, they don't have power. So I'm now going to do that. Please, those who are saying power, show some power. Could you please show some power? Those who are saying power. At least the power ones, they are now powerful. Okay, thank you very much. At this moment in time, I'm going to invite the ambassador from Switzerland Embassy, Mr. Steve Ray.
So instead of saying welcome, ambassadors, whatever we'll do, women, power, women. Okay, all protocol observed, as they say. Right. So it gives me great pleasure this evening to formally open the exhibition. So please allow me to extend my warmest congratulations to Nhaka Gallery, the artists and our co-hosts, the Australian Embassy and UN Women, for the successful hosting of this amazing exhibition. I thank the organizers for timing the exhibition to coincide with International Women's Day celebrations. Zimbabwean artists are truly inspirational. The challenge of mobility no doubt affects women the most, particularly those who are poor. And it is proven that as transport options improve, so does their income. And yet, despite the significance of mobility in changing women's lives, the situation has not improved in many parts of the world, including here. Women continue to walk long distances to undertake household chores, and in many cases, this is literally a long balancing act. There's no doubt, therefore, that gender equality is fundamentally a question of power. We live in a male-dominated world with a male-dominated culture, and it is this culture that we need to dismantle, and art is definitely a powerful conduit in changing attitudes towards women. In part, this means taking diversity seriously, daring the difference. It means taking a leap of faith in supporting, promoting, and investing in women through various empowering projects. And it means having recourse to strong mentors and role models who can reach out and pull women up behind them. And tonight, it is the artists who've done a wonderful job. To the artists, I urge you to continue unlocking women's doors to success and to unblock avenues of opportunity. I further urge everyone, all women and men of goodwill, to dare the difference and bet on women. I promise you this, you will not be disappointed. So let's get back to the art now. Thank you and enjoy the evening, and do not forget to buy the art. Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Say. There is something that he said that I liked. We want to change the narrative. There's something that troubles me. Why do we call a seat the mother's seat? Who say that? Can't women drive? We're talking about women power and mobility, right? So why calling it the mother's seat? By who? What if it's the woman who is driving? What do you call that seat? Are you sure? How many are willing that seat should be called the father seat from today? It seems like no one, only a few people are willing. So, thank you very much, Say, with your speech. Today we are trying to change the old narrative that we used to have, right, through art. So at this moment in time, I'm going to call upon the representative from UN Women, Madam Tinashe. It's your time.
Thank you so much, MC. I think I'll go with the common mantra. Women, power. Let's go again. Fantastic. Okay, good evening, everyone. As you heard, my name is Tinashe Sande, and I'm with UN Women. Really excited to be here. So I'm just going to give a few words. His excellent Acting Deputy Director in the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Arts and Culture, Mr. Arthur Mdarikwa, His Excellency, the Ambassador of Switzerland, Mr. Stefan Ray, invited guests, artists, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. It is my great privilege and honor to join you today as we mark the launch of this exciting initiative on women, power and mobility, putting women in the driver's seat. And it's very exciting that we're doing this during Women's History Month, as well as we celebrate International Women's Day for 2023. International Women's Day is a global celebration of the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women. And we have to say there are so many. Held every year for the last 100 years or so, International Women's Day is an opportunity to reflect further and push towards gender equality. This year's International Women's Day runs under the theme, Digital, Innovation, Technology for Gender Equality. And this theme calls for our attention to an imbalance long overlooked, to address gender gaps in technology and in innovation, transform deep-rooted social norms that disempower women and girls. This theme calls on us all to embrace innovation in breaking structural barriers of improving the lives of women and girls. Gender immobility is one of those barriers. And it takes a significant toll on the economic growth potential of women. One of the reports that was produced by ILO looks at the significant economic gains that are lost when women lose mobility. So at this point in time, I would like to congratulate Mobility for Africa. I'd like to congratulate Nhaka Gallery for this amazing initiative, for putting the arts together to show us the structural barriers of gender and
Wonderful speech. Women. Okay, it seems like the people who are doing the power, they don't have power. But anyway, we are going to try to charge you up. I thought maybe the music charged you up, but it seems it didn't. So I'll invite them again later on so that they can charge you up and have a little bit of power. Okay, we are putting the woman in the driver's seat. We are saying that the woman now can drive. I was moving around the art gallery and I saw some wonderful paintings. there's this thing, I don't know, a tricycle, something called hamba. I was told by the woman that it helps someone, it lessens the burden, that they can carry water, they can carry firewood using that hamba. And wow, I said, oh, this is quite nice. The woman in the city can drive, same as the woman in the rural areas, she can drive in their own at park. There are no longer those geographical differences, geographical discrimination, because all of them, they can drive. At this moment, allow me to call the Director of Mobility Africa, Shanta Bowman.
Okay, I'm not going to follow the mantra. I'm going to be exceptional. Won't make you shout. All protocols observed. I'm very excited to be here today. Mobility for Africa's journey has been quite long, so I'm not going to go into the details. But this exhibition didn't have a lot of lead time, and it's the beginning of a very big conversation. So when you look at the art, you'll see the focus on rural, but we know that women are not in the driving seat in most cases. They suffer the longest waiting time in urban areas, they suffer sexual abuse on transport systems, and where I started was in rural, with the women in the back who came from Wedza today, but I think they represent millions of women across the continent who still spend hours and hours of their day carrying heavy loads. And we have a romanticised image of the beautiful photo, the silhouette of the African woman, and she's superwoman, and she carries a baby, and she carries whatever she's carrying on her head, and she makes it look so easy. Well, for those of us who've tried, it's not easy. It's very hard work, and it takes a huge physical toll, and it takes hours of their time. And I started Mobility for Africa with a very simple premise that if we can send men to the moon, we can start to solve this fundamental problem. And there is no reason that we don't get practical and we start to do it. And obviously the Humber, which you see in some of the images, is just one form of transport. We have a revolution in the rich world that's building momentum around electric mobility. We have to do it if we want to solve our climate crisis, but we also have to do it because there's a social justice imperative that it can mean that women can drive. We don't have to be dependent on whether we have petrol or not. So it means a woman in Wedza or a woman in Gokwe North or in Chipinge or Matabeleland can be empowered to have the time she deserves to do the many, many things she has to do in a day. So I'm really excited. The team of artists, the team of women, it was a short participatory process to produce the art. We want to have more conversations during this 3 months. We know there's a story to be told for urban transport. There's a story to be told for women working in the transport sector. So we're very excited today to have this exhibition start, and we really do want to reframe the narrative. So I want to just thank all of my friends from Wedza for making the journey here today and being willing to share their stories. And thank you to the amazing talent in Zimbabwe that we need to acknowledge in our artists, and Rudo, who did an amazing job curating this together at very short notice. And of course, Nhaka Gallery and Helen for being such inspirational, young, energetic people.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Women. You know what, when I was young, we used to own a car at our house. And we used to wait for our father to go to any errands that we want, because my mom couldn't drive. So if my father goes to work and he comes back late,
and we want to go and buy vegetables, we have to wait for him. It's either we're not going to eat that night, or we are going to walk for a distance of 20 kilometers or more to go and get vegetables. So with this exhibition, I'm happy. Why? Because women, they can now drive, right? And women can now be treated fairly in the transport sector. You know how, I think for some who have used public transport, they know how it is. I don't want to explain it. They know how it is. The harassment and the sort that they receive. But thank you very much to our partners, stakeholders, and everyone who contributed for this exhibition to be a success. At this moment in time, I'm going to call upon the project coordinator, Madame Rudo. It's your time, ma'am.
Thank you, Madame Evelyn. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols observed. It's been a great honor for me to be part of this. It's been a co-creating of this exhibition right from the beginning, and it's a journey, literally, that started at the end of January when we all traveled to Wedza with a group of the 7 participating artists. Okay, up to this moment, it's really been quite a journey because after physically traveling to Wedza in January, we were then taken on a journey again into the lives of the women and their experiences. And we returned from Wedza 2 days later, and then the artists went on another journey into the depths and heights of their imaginations to create the work that we have this evening. So the artwork that is in this exhibition is our collective effort to articulate what we heard, what we saw, what we felt, and what we experienced in Wedza. It's our attempt to convey the challenges as well as the successes as told by the women themselves. So I would firstly like to ask the ladies from Wedza, to stand. Simukai tukukwazi say. Thank you. And these were the women who were in the driver's seat, literally, of this exhibition. So they welcomed us into their homes, and we had such a lovely time out in Wedza. And I would also like to ask the artists who are here to stand up. I think some might not be in the room at the moment. So they were Richard Witikani, Lillian Mugodi, Lovemore Kambodzi, Notando Chiwanga, I see you, Notando, Yandani Mulilo, Keith Zenda, and Webster Mbaireni. So they have really done an amazing job. They had a very short space of time to work in, but they created amazing artwork, so they deserve a round of applause. We hope that you will all have a chance to speak to the artists as well as the ladies from Wedza. But if you don't, we have another opportunity tomorrow here in the morning at 11, where we're going to have a moderated discussion where we'll share more, we'll get the reactions of the ladies to the artwork, and we'll also speak with the artists and have a conversation around representation in visual art. Okay, so that's tomorrow morning here at 11 a.m. If you'd like to join us, it's also free of charge. You're all welcome to come and be here with us. So this exhibition also includes the work of Nhaka Gallery's collection by the late Helen Liros. And as you may know, Helen mentored many of the artists here present, and she was a phenomenal artist and an extraordinary woman. We continue to pay homage to her, and we are very grateful that her presence remains with us through her artwork. Okay, so we're now going to show you a clip, a short clip. I'm sure you're all hearing Hamba and you saw the paintings, but some of you are kind of wondering, what is this? How does it work? So we were filming out there and took a few video clips. We're just going to show you a few in the interest of time. And we're hoping to make a documentary now because we thought these are some amazing stories. So we're just going to have our very short trailer screened for us. We'll also ask for the lights to be. I think there's a light switch there. Yeah. There must be another one there. That one. One more. Oh, that one. Okay, we hope you can see the picture. We've tried to dim the lights a bit, the ones that we could access immediately. So these were just some of the clips. We had so much fun there. We had a 2-day process. We got there, we met the ladies, the artists were talking to the ladies, they had, conversations. I think we prompted them with the prompt, Zwaran Singa Kanganwe Mukufamba. So they were sharing their memorable moments of, their best and worst experience while traveling from point A to point B. So they had many conversations with the artists. And then on the second day, we all went on a ride on the Hamba. So this is some of our footage. It's very bumpy and rough because it was very bumpy and rough, but it was so much fun and we really enjoyed ourselves. And now we'd just like to share that briefly and some of the ladies who shared their insights.
You want to see it all?
All right, so that was just a few of the clips. It was really enjoyable, and I had a conversation with someone about the clouds conversation. I was like, isn't it lovely that when you're not carrying a 25-liter bucket on your head, you can now look up and see the clouds? So for me, that was like, wow, you know. So, well, this community that we visited and the project that Mobility for Africa are working on is just one of the innovations and the efforts to change the narrative around women and mobility. And we would like to explore and unpack and delve deeper into those and more stories if we can, documenting the lives of the women, as well as the women here present, as well as other women elsewhere who have experiences to share. And these stories and these experiences will help us to reflect more on how we can continue to work together to bring about safer and more convenient ways for women folk to get around. And we hope to get the support that we need in order to produce this film. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Again, I'd like to just express my gratitude to everyone who has been part of this journey so far. And the idea is for the artwork to put across the emotions, the highs, the lows, the fears, the dreams, and the aspirations that are deep within us, which words alone cannot express. And it is my hope that this offering from the artist will speak to the soul and will help us to reflect more deeply on this theme of women power. I thank you. And I will now leave you to watch one of the other pieces that is inspired by the trip to Wedza by Yandani Mlilo. We were showing it inside, but I don't think everyone got a chance to go in and see it. So it's part of the exhibition, together with an installation piece. There's Yandani. So we're just going to screen it here for you all to watch that. And I hope you'll also be able to speak to her and hear more about how she made this and why.
Thank you very much, Miss Rudo and Yandani, by taking us the journey that you took to Wedza. I hope all of us, we managed to have a visionary journey. Were we all in Wedza? How many were in Wedza? You guys. Women! 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 All right, thank you very much. At this moment in time, I'd like to invite from Australian Embassy, Mrs. Susan Kesh Shaje Dife. It's now your time, ma'am. I hope I pronounced it correctly.
Good evening, everyone. All protocols observed. It's an honour to be here this evening to celebrate International Women's Day 2023 through the avenue of art. And I'd really like to congratulate the Nhaka Gallery and Mobility for Africa for pulling this event together. As we heard a little earlier, this year's UN International Women's Day theme is digital, innovation and technology for gender equality, recognising women and girls who are championing the advancement of transformational technology. And so I'd therefore like to take a moment to particularly acknowledge one of the great champions of this work in Shantha. The Australian Embassy is a proud supporter of Mobility for Africa's work in Zimbabwe and their vision to bring clean energy, solar-powered, electric transport solutions to women and their families that are affordable, efficient and adapted to peri-urban and rural areas in Africa. We have seen for ourselves the transformative impact their electronic humbers have, especially for women inside encapsulate, carry additional literal and figurative burdens. We were pleased to provide funding this year to support solar-powered charging hub in Chipinge for small-scale dairy farmers to recharge their e-tricycles. The Australian Embassy is proud to support this important event as it aligns with the Australian Government's priorities on gender equality. We recognise that women's economic empowerment is a significant driver of economic growth and prosperity. And we know the global evidence is clear. Gender equality, economic growth and sustainable development are interconnected and mutually reinforcing. Promoting gender equality is smart economics and it's the right thing to do. We can't transform our world unless the place of women within it is transformed. So thank you particularly to the women of Wedza who inspired the stories here today and inspired the artwork. And thank you to the artists for capturing these experiences and then bringing it to all of us to share. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And keep on supporting us and sponsoring our project. I heard you say that you sponsored the women in Chipinge. Thank you very much because we really need the tricycles. Okay, at this moment in time, I'm going to call upon the Acting Deputy Director of Ministry of Sports, Arts and Recreation, Mr. Arthur Mudarikwa.
Thank you. I'm not so sure what is happening. I was okay all along, but the moment I got here, something is happening with me. Yeah, it's now okay. Thank you. Oh, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To start with, our ministry normally is not known as it is. It's known as the Ministry of Youth, Sport, Arts and Recreation. Ministry of Youth, Sport, Arts and Recreation. Thank you very much, organizers, for inviting us. I know arts is our arm as a ministry. That's where we are saying arts. So that's our area as a ministry. So I should thank you very much for inviting us. Even if you had not invited us, we are still going to come. because that's our mandate as a ministry. Wherever arts takes place, we should be there. So even if you forget to invite us, you will just see us there. But I can still thank you for inviting us. All protocol observed. Let me just go through this speech. I'm not sure whether it was intended for my minister, but it's for the ministry. It's okay. And I'm a ministry representative. So let me go ahead. It is great to be here with you to open this. I'm not so sure whether it's to open, because it has already been officially opened. It is great, but let me read as it is. It is great to be here with you. Let me leave out the word open. It is great to be here with you to witness this art exhibition on women, power and mobility, and celebrate the strength and resilience of women as part of International Women's Day. International Women's Day is an opportunity to celebrate the achievements of women all over the world. It also provides a chance to rethink how much progress we have made to achieve gender equality, but also how far we still have to go. The exhibit focuses on how do we reimagine the way rural women travel. How do we give them more voice and power in the traditionally male-dominated transport sector? How do we begin a larger conversation on how mobility is critical to time, dignity, and livelihoods? As a ministry, we are so impressed that we have seen women that came all the way from Weza, who are part of what is happening. Because normally we forget about women who are in the country. So we are very excited that we also have our women from rural areas who are also actively involved in what is happening tonight. As a ministry, we are committed to promoting and supporting young talent. Today we applaud the efforts of Nhaka Gallery, which is building on the long legacy of Delta Gallery to make sure a new generation of artists get the support they need to develop their skills and channel their passion to the creative arts. Zimbabwe has an abundance of creative talent, from musicians to writers to filmmakers to visual artists. These artists are at the forefront of creating new narratives, redefining how we see ourselves, our society, and our country, as well as stimulating us to think differently about the status quo. We are also very impressed as the government that we also have other stakeholders who are also coming in to assist us as government. Because as we are aware, government cannot do it alone. We also need others who come in and assist. And by assisting us, you are doing us a very good service. So we wish if these people who are working with us or who are partnering us could continue doing so. And we hope we are giving them the special place they deserve. Are we? We are giving them the special place they deserve. Yeah, she has assured me that we need to handle them so that we continue working with them. We also recognize the potential of electronic mobility, and the urgent shift to a green economy will not only help to slow climate change, but a critical to creating new jobs for our youth. We are also aware that we are in charge of youth in the country. So by our youth getting involved in what is happening it will also keep them away from drug and substance abuse. As you are well aware, we are having a very serious problem as a country. Our youth, they are engaging in drug and substance abuse. So by involving them in what is happening here, it's a plus on government. We are also making sure that they have something to do. They no longer have time to go and do those other things that we don't want them to do as a country and as parents. We welcome this exhibit with a series of events that will take place over the next few months to stimulate and create a dialogue around women and transport sector. Let me conclude by acknowledging the artists who have given up their time to be part of this exhibit, and hope you will join me in saluting their work. And before I conclude, I should take this special time to urge our partners to continue supporting what is happening. I say thank you. But fortunately, my voice is now okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Minister Arthur Mudarikwa, Acting Minister Arthur Mudarikwa, for your wonderful words. And thank you very much for keeping on supporting us. And I've got one thing to say. Please continue supporting us and supporting us and supporting us and supporting us more. As far as women and mobility, as far as women power and mobility is concerned, we have got a sister who has raised the flag up high. In fact, she's a brand ambassador of one of the leading companies in car dealership. At this moment, I welcome Madam Boss to the podium.
Manera kanaka. Sorry, nango jumao. Hey, where can I start? You see, this English, it's very difficult. But anyway, hello guys, how are you doing? All of you are looking beautiful. Thank you so much for inviting me to Nhaka Gallery. Thank you so much for the opportunity. We've got so many things that we're planning with Helen. And thank you guys for coming. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Boss. Yes, Madam Boss. Okay, at this moment in time, allow me to welcome Lisa to the stage. Women, power, mobility. Women, power, mobility. Women, power, mobility. It's your time, ma'am.
Hello, good evening. So my job tonight is quite simple. I'm supposed to tell you what's next under this project. So onwards from today, we are running the exhibition up until the 23rd. I'm sorry. Up until the first week of June. And we're going to be auctioning the artwork on the 28th of April. So throughout the 3 months of the exhibition, we are going to be having plenary sessions with discussions on issues to do with gender and transportation, mainstreaming gender in urban and rural mobility, the role in women with regards to the decarbonization of transport sector, as well as meet the artist sessions. So as Helen already highlighted, tomorrow we're going to have a panel discussion with our women from Wedza and our artists. So you can tune in, you can come through. We're starting at 11 a.m. That's it from my end. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Tomorrow I'm gonna be here. So if you're planning not to come, you're going to miss out on a lot of things, because I want to have an experience with the woman from Wedza, so that I'll get to understand the car. The car was fascinating, you know. At this moment in time, allow me to welcome the director and give us a vote of thanks.
Thank you so much. In Shona, we say chakanaka chakanaka, mukaka urungwe. This was indeed an amazing event. Thank you so much for coming. I didn't expect such an overwhelming response. Special thanks to the Ministry of Arts, Sports and Culture. Special thanks to the ambassador of the Embassy of Switzerland, our guest from the Embassy of Australia, the Director of Mobility for Africa. Special thanks to each and every one of us. I might not have mentioned you by name, but thank you so much. I was in South Africa for a while, and I learned one word. I really didn't put an effort to learn the language, but I learned one word. It's Ubuntu. So my friend said, Ubuntu means togetherness. And she said that together we can actually achieve more. For there to be a change, for there to be development, for there to be any kind of positivity that we might need, we need the spirit of Ubuntu. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much, Director. Words cannot really tell our expression, but arts can give us a better picture of the message that we're trying to convey tonight. So, the artists, they have tried their part, and it's for us to see and be in the vision which they are in. Let's go through the journey towards that. At this moment in time, this marks the end of our program. Not really the end. Wait, not the end. We have got something coming next. My sister, Cassia, she's gonna grace us with some music. And we also have refreshments.
Sorry, yeah, I just wanted to say, please don't leave without getting some refreshments and some juice. Thank you. I forgot to say it.
Okay, it's fine. Because I love food, I couldn't skip that. I'm a food lover. So at this moment, we are going to see Cassia's performance, and those who want to grab something and come back, you're welcome. I thank you. Have a wonderful night.
Yes, we are celebrating right now. Wakati huku haisimukaitwan. Huku. Hipapo. Shakana kasi kuibia Jesu. Shakana katimu ibire. Tinamurupita. You are the cause of sorrow, Jesus. I need you, Jesus. Do you want to remember from a driver seat arriva? Because it's shut up with driver, right? Woman, put in power, and mobility. Put in woman in there. What time Habitone. Now, I'm just saying, Payton. All putting women in the driver's seat. People, get the gear. She's a gear. She's a gear. What you doing? She's a gear. What you doing? She's a gear. It's a celebration for you and it is. Kuchinja magia, kuchinja magia. Part 5 and City Bar. Chinja kia. We got to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Jesus. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. Jesus. Sister, tell her, mama. Sister, tell her, sister, tell her, sister, tell her. Mudimu, where's Uko? How do you do? Kuchinja magia, kuchinja magia, kuchinja magia. But driver 6.